Yo, what's up guys? So this video is 2 weeks overdue, I think. I was gonna make this the day after, and then I didn't. I just got caught up with work and then getting ready to go back to school. So here I am at 10:30 at night making this video for you guys. So so this is a video about my Warped Tour experience this year. And in my last video, what's in my Warped Tour bag, I told you guys I would be making this video to kind of tell you guys how my day went, what happened, and yeah. Also, side note, my hair is blue now, sort of. I mean, it's kind of still blue, but it's looking green, which I really don't mind because I like it. So there's like that. Like up here, kinda. So shout out to my best friend Katie for doing this for me. You a true one. Love you, man. So now that I've shown you guys that, I'm just gonna boop, look bald the rest of the video, because I just want it out of my face. So let's get started. Also, before I just officially begin, the same day that I went to Warped Tour was the same day we got the very, very, very shocking and devastating news about Chester Bennington. So my thoughts and prayers are with his family and his friends and his fans. I personally wasn't like a huge fan of Linkin Park, but I had a couple cousins that were fans. So, and I have heard some of their songs, but like I said, I didn't really listen to them a lot. But my prayers are with his family, his friends, his fans. And it's just hard to lose someone in the music world, especially someone that was so influential to a lot of artists. So, all the sad stuff aside, let's get right into this video. So, Warped Tour this year, July 20th, 2017, was my 5th year at Warped Tour. My first year was in 2013, and I was 15, and I went with my best friend Katie, and one of her friends Heather, and her parents, Katie's parents. And then my second year, when I was 16, in 2014, yeah, I took my stepsister Brianna. She didn't have a lot of fun. Sorry, Bri. And I think that's the same year We the Kings played, and the only song she knew throughout the entire day was Check Yes Juliet. Now, so we were just like, jam it, check yes Juliet, are you with me? Sorry. I hate myself. And then my third year, 2015, I saw Pierce the Veil, and like, and then last year was amazing. I saw Issues, and I wanted to like cry, and I saw Sleeping with Sirens again. And then this year, holy crap, probably one of my favorite years by far. So I'm just gonna go throughout my day, what happened. So I told you guys that my friend Paige from school and her boyfriend were gonna go with me. So they came and picked me up, and we drove there, stopped at McDonald's on the way to eat, because we lack food. And by saying we like food, I mean I ate some of Paige's food. But yeah, so we got there at like noon, I think, which is what time Our Last Night was supposed to play. But it started raining, so they shoved everyone under the amphitheater, had the, what stages? I have the map. The Skull Candy and the Hard Rock stage, which I knew like none of those bands. So I was just kind of like enjoying it, and then they were like, alright, you guys are good to go. And then literally I like dragged Paige and Nathan and just booked it to the stage where Our Last Night was playing, because I was like, guys, I know where I'm going, let's go, we gotta go this way. And I had Paige by the hand, and I was like, come on, let's go. So I'm sitting here like I know what I'm doing, and we get to, they're like on Journey's, they were on like Journey's left or right foot. Oh, dang it. I don't remember now. Hang on. they were on the right foot stage, which is where I was most of the day. But they were there, so we got close to we were at the barricade, which was so cool. So I was like up at the barricade, Paige was next to me, and then Nathan was behind Paige, and then, oh, guys, I've loved Our Last Night since like my junior year of high school, and I didn't get to see them in 2015, because another band that I liked, that I really wanted to see was playing at the same time, so I didn't get to see them, and I was really upset, but I got to see them, and so we were like sitting there, like, I was like singing along and everything, and I was wearing this, I told you guys I was wearing like a Fall Out Boy jersey style crop top, and he's one of like the lead singers, Trevor. If you guys like Our Last Night, you'll know who I'm talking about. He's like the singer, screamer person. He looked at me, did that, and did this, and I was just like, that was the ugliest face ever. But basically saying he liked my shirt, and I like kind of like looked at Paige, and I was like, huh, like, did that just happen? Holy shit. And it was incredible, and it was just amazing, and their set was so amazing, and they're like, we'll be at this Maltesers tent at like 4:15, come say hi, and I'm just like, gonna go say hi, I will see you there. I'll get to that later. And then we stayed there, because Hands Like Houses was playing next, so the way they do it is like, Our Last Night played the right foot stage, someone else played, I don't know who, played left foot, and then Hands Like Houses came on and did their set at right foot, so I was there for that, and then they were like, oh, well, in his Australian accent, he's like, oh, we'll be at our merch tent in like 30 minutes. That was horrible. I am so sorry, Australians. But basically, this is gonna be all over the place, I'm sorry. But so I was like, we gotta go there. So basically we went and we waited in line, and I was like, shit, I don't have anything for them to sign, because I didn't bring like a notebook or anything. Bitches, I had a ticket. This is Our Last Night, or not Our Last Night. Come on, Hannah, get it together. Hands Like Houses, signature on my ticket. Couldn't tell you who's who, but just know I was a very happy camper afterwards. And I'm gonna like love this forever. Also, what I got there was this shirt. I got this after the signing, sorry, I had a burp. This really cool like cut off muscle shirt type thing, and it says Hands Like Houses, and it has like this lotus flower on it, and it's really cool, and it's got Dissonance, which is their album, and I love this shirt so much, and I'm just gonna toss it over there. So that was really cool, and then we just kind of like walked around, because there wasn't like a whole lot to do. Like I said in my last video, there's not like a whole bunch of bands that were on the tour this year that I really wanted to see. I'm gonna take my hair down. So we just kind of like walked around for a little bit. And waited. Basically, we were waiting until 4:15 rolled around so we could go meet Our Last Night. And so the way that worked was you had to go get a sticker, which I would show you, but I'm filming on my phone. So like this little Malteser sticker, and because they were at the Maltesers tent, and so you had to go get the sticker, and that was like your ticket to the meet and greet. And so we waited for a while, and so we just kind of like waited around, and we like walked around and like sat. It was boring. So we did that, and you could either, there was like an area where you could play a game where you like use a straw to like suck a Maltesers and then put it in another cup, out of like one cup to another cup. I don't know. You didn't have to play. I personally didn't want to, because I would have just embarrassed myself in front of, it was like 2 people from Our Last Night. So it was Matt and Woody that were there, and then so you met them, and then you walked over and you could get like a selfie or like a picture with Trevor and Tim. And so I took a selfie with Matt and Woody, and if you go to my Instagram, which is in the bio, you can go look at those pictures from my day. So yeah, I got a picture with them. They signed the other side of, like, so you have, like, this is the map I was talking about, like the schedule. And so they had a map on this side, and I had them sign this. So this is all of our last night's signatures on here. I don't know if you can see it. So I love that. And then I got my picture with the other two, and I was so happy. And I was just like, oh, I don't want this day to end. So after that, Paige and Nathan had like a 3-hour drive back to their houses, so they left, and so I was there by myself, which I was fine with, which means I got to experience Warped Tour, like, for a little bit by myself, which I had never really done before. So I got food, and I was waiting for Andy Black, because his performance, because of the rain, got pushed back to, like, 6:40, so I, like, texted my mom, and I was like, oh, pick me up at, like, 7:30, 8 o'clock. So yeah. So I, like, got, like, this cup of french fries. This cup of french fries that was probably that big, that tall, $7.25. A cup of fries that were really spicy, and I didn't even finish them. But it was food, and that was the first thing I'd eaten since, like, breakfast. So I was hungry as fuck. So basically I just kind of sat under the amphitheater and just, like, waited to go back to the stage to watch Andy. And so I went back a little early because I didn't know what time his set was, because my dumbass felt like not checking Twitter apparently. So I got to the other stage, the same stage, the Right Foot stage, where he was playing. I got there at like 6, and then his set wasn't until 6:40, so they had like a tent set up for shade, so everyone was under there waiting for Andy. So I got to watch Dance Gavin Dance play on the stage, which was really cool, because I'd never really listened to them. So after Dance Gavin Dance got off the stage, everyone just went over to that stage. And again, I got close to the front, close to the barricade, which was so cool. And I loved it. So, yeah. Also, I think, no, I'll do that later. Sorry. And so I watched Andy, which was really cool, because I've seen Blackville Brides. I saw them my first year at Warped Tour, but this was my first time just seeing Andy, and that was so awesome. He was so good. I loved it. Yeah, so Andy, you hold a very special place in my heart. And then that was over, so I was leaving, and I walked by I don't remember if this was before or after I saw Andy, but I walked by the tent from To Write Love in Our Arms, which is like a mental health organization. I'm sure you guys know who they are. You've heard of them probably. So I got this shirt. Oh crap. It's just an orange and white tank top that says To Write Love on Our Arms. They're one of my favorite, like, organizations. So I just really wanted something from them. And so I got that. And it was really cool. And so I left, and literally I got in the car, you guys. I could feel it when Andy was playing, like, because I had, like, my arms up, and I was like, woo, singing. My shoulders, you guys. Oh my god. Like, I've had some, okay, it's probably because I only put sunscreen on once, and it was SPF 50, and I'm pale as shit, so I'm gonna need, like, SPF 1000. And I only put it on once during the day, so that was probably why I got so sunburnt. But, like, this shoulder, like, hurt the worst. This shoulder was red. My face was red. It was awful. I was just in pain the next day at work. Oh my god, you guys. And I had to do a lot of heavy lifting at work. And so I was, like, lifting stuff, and I was like, oh my god, oh, shit. It was bad. My coworkers were like, what the hell? But yeah, so basically I went home after that. But I had a pretty damn good day. So if you haven't been to Warped Tour and you like that kind of music, I highly recommend going, because it's such like a good experience. Personally, I love going every year, and I can't wait to go next year. Even if there's like no one I know, I'm still probably gonna go. But I don't know, I just love it because you get to discover new bands. Like, that's where I discovered Water Parks for the first time. And like, I don't know, The Main, that's where I listened to The Main for the first time. So you like hear all these new bands, and then you see bands that you like if they're playing, and it's just so cool. I don't know, I just love it. The vibe is really cool. The food's hella expensive, but it's really good. And I don't know, my hair's going crazy. But yeah, I don't know, I just love it a lot. I do plan on doing other like kind of story time concert this is my first concert diary video. I do plan on doing more, sorry. As I think my channel grows, I'm gonna do more, because I have plenty more stories, you guys. Oh my god, I just completely forgot. Speaking of story, okay, so I was walking Paige and Nathan to the front of the venue, right, so they could leave. We were walking by the, oh my god, the Full Sail stage, which is one of their smaller stages. This guy literally was probably drunk as fuck, or not, I don't know. He picks up a trash can. I think it was empty, but he picks up this big trash can that they have and just tosses it and crowd surfs the fuck out of that trash can. And he just like tosses it in the air. I think it fell on someone, but he like tossed that shit in the air, and just everyone was just crowd surfing it. And I was like, that's awesome. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. There was also someone walking around in a cow onesie, which I don't know how they didn't like die of heat exhaustion. I would have. There's a hair. Ew. But yeah. Anyways, sorry this video was like all over the place. I was just trying to like word vomit everything out, apparently. Yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Social media is down in the description. I hope you guys like my blue hair. And yeah, I love you guys.